Hi, in this video, I'm testing the 4K video image quality in full frame mode versus the crop mode on my A7RII, and also I'm testing on my A6300 as well to put the APS-C sensor into the contest, and we'll see which one performs better. I'm using the Tamron 28 to 75mm lens at f2.8, so that gives the camera a lot of light, considering if you are using a f4 lens or even f5.6, the result you will get will be darker, like 2 or 3 stops darker than what I'm getting in this test. If you use a f1.4, f1.8 lens, then you will get 1 or 2 or 3 stops better image than what I'm getting in this test. So keep that in mind. First, let's take a look at the full frame mode. Full frame mode on A7RII image quality is really bad because there's pixel binning and it doesn't read out every pixel. So I'm shooting every footage with the same exact setting, but I will change the ISO gradually. ISO 3200 to 6400 is more or less what I can see with my naked eye. So you know how dark it is outside, how dark is the environment. In full frame mode, 3200 starts getting a little bit grainy, and at 6400 it becomes unusable due to the weird blue and red color shifting. You can see on the screen it's really strange that all the color are messed up. That's something really particular in my A7RII in full frame mode. I've never encountered this problem with other cameras and other modes. Above that is just completely garbage, unusable, grainy, ugly, color is all messed up and blurry, unusable. Now let's look at the crop mode on A7RII. Image quality has improved a lot. 800, 1000, 1600, 3200, 6400. At 10,000 ISO, the noise starts to show a little bit more. Before that, it's pretty clean. At 25,600, it still looks fine in my opinion, though a lot of noise when you look closely. In the dark area, it gets really noisy, and in the tree branches you can see when the image gets busy, it gets blurry and noisy because how much detail it has to render. Now let's take a look at the Sony A6300, how it performs in low light. 200, 400, 800, 1600. At 3200, it's surprisingly clean. At 6400, it still does very well. Very comparable to the A7RII in crop mode. At maximum ISO 25,600, it seems more blurry at the busy area of the image. Overall, it's comparable to the A7RII in crop mode, but I still think A7RII does better. Either way, it's much better than the full frame mode. So someday maybe I will test the A7S II. Once I get that camera, I'll test that, compare that to my A7RII in full frame mode and crop mode, and compare that to my A6300 as well. It's going to be very interesting. So stay tuned. So in conclusion, if you want to shoot low lights, I think if you want to shoot in full frame mode to fully utilize the focal range on A7RII, keep the ISO below 6400. Don't use 6400. Use maximum 3200, and you should be fine. It's gonna look decent, but not as good as crop mode. If you want to really want to shoot a clean low light image footage in video, then you need to use crop mode, and maybe it's better for you to use a crop lens so that you can have a better focal range. And it looks really good. I've seen some other reviews online, and the crop mode on A7RII actually looks Not that worse than A7S II, but obviously it is worse. It doesn't go as high and it's not as clean, but it is definitely much better than full frame mode. Anyway, that's the video, and stay tuned for the next test.